All right, it is 2020 and it's March and it's almost time to spring ahead. And what do you do when you change the clocks? Well, you change the battery in your smoke detectors, but since we're IPSC shooters or whatever, we should change the batteries in our timers. So, battery changed. I am almost ready. What else should we change the batteries in? Well, probably wouldn't hurt to change the batteries in our optics. New battery for my SIG Romeo 226. I'm just going to go put this one away. Package that up a little bit later on, but not a bad idea at least to pack some fresh batteries with your optics. But this video is really made for us shadow owners. You know, the C ZEDs are a great pistol, but they do have a flaw. And what is that flaw? That flaw is, after you shoot them for a while, that little thing right there, let me zoom in, is my slide stop. It broke a couple weekends ago. Now, fortunately for me, a kind person lent me one. Well, actually they gave me one and I ordered a couple of new ones. One to replace the slide stop that broke. That's in the gun right now. Right here. Let's have a good close-up here. Yeah, I got the gun lock on it. I'm sorry, deal with it. I'm from Canada. It's just a whole lot easier than, you know, going to prison. Alright, so I was shooting this in a steel challenge a couple weekends ago, and I finished one stage just fine, and the second stage, on the very last shot, there was something weird about the gun. It didn't work quite right, so I took it to the table, I took it apart, put it on the table, looked fine, and then on the third stage, well, you can see what happened. It just sheared. It must have been a chip out of it or something like that, which prevented it from working perfectly on the second stage. Anyway, fortunately enough, you know, a friend of mine gave me his shadow to finish the stage out, and then another friend of mine was really nice enough to let me use a spare slide stop he had. So let's see what's in the package here. All right, I don't think you need to. Yeah, sure. There. That's me opening a box with a knife. Ooh. Poorly. Alright, so what did I get? Well, I got another magazine, a slide stop, and, oh, look, another slide stop. So now I have a spare, and I can pay my friend Mark back. Thank you, Mark, from New Brunswick, for letting me have a slide stop when I really needed it. Now, what I plan on doing is changing this every year when I change the clocks in the spring. So that way, I can just put a piece of tape on one that's intact, and guess what? I'll have some spares if a mat matches. And I'll always have a fresh one in the gun. You know, I think I probably put 15,000 rounds in this in a year and a half, and guess what happens at 15,000 rounds with a shadow? The slide stop friggin' breaks. It's alright, so it's time to spring ahead. Change the batteries in your smoke detectors, change the batteries in your optics, your timer, and change the slide stop on your Shadow 1-2 C ZED 75 ZZ. See how I pronounce that differently because I'm from Canada, eh? 85s. Change your slide stops, folks. You'll thank me when you don't have that happen in a match. Good shooting out there, folks. Thank you for watching. It's my first video in a long time, so I need to work a little bit on my delivery.